Hey TBDs, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be doing a relaxed get ready with me focused on the upcoming fall season. I am so ready for fall, you have no idea. I hate the heat, I don't like it, so as fall comes up and the weather starts getting a bit cooler here in Colorado and the leaves start changing, yes, that is my prime. So I wanted to sit down and do a get ready with me just to talk with you guys, share what I'm looking forward to in the fall, and please feel free down in the comments below, let me know what you're looking forward to in the fall months. September, October, November, those are my favorites. But I just wanted to do a fall inspired look as we transition into the fall months and we're moving away from the hot summer. Before I start with this get ready with me, be sure to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss out on my future videos. I upload Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Also, I'm wearing a white shirt. I feel like I'm living life on the edge today. We don't know if makeup's gonna end up all over the shirt, but I'm hoping that this vest can cover it and stay nice and pretty and white, because there's a reason I don't wear white shirts, because I dirtied them up in like 5 minutes after putting them on. I'm gonna prime my skin using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. This is such a refreshing primer to add before you start your makeup. It honestly wakes me up a bit. I'm gonna take the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer. This is the smoothing primer, and prime my T-zone. No one ever uses these anymore. Number one, I hate this little thing right here. Like the spout on it is, I'm not a fan of this. It's like really, really hard to squeeze out of the tube, and I feel like it doesn't go very far. So what are you guys looking forward to in the upcoming fall months? Myself, I actually am looking forward to the most is Bath & Body Works candles, because I love their toasted marshmallow, what's it called? Marshmallow something. It's a candle and I love the scent of that, and I also love the warm, like yummy smelling candles. Also, for fall movies, I love witch movies, I love fall movies, I love Halloween and horror movies. I'm just all about the movies. So that's, I think, what I'm looking forward to the most. My favorite movie in particular to watch is Hocus Pocus. That brings me back to my childhood. I remember when that was played on Disney Channel and I used to watch it every single year. I'm gonna take this foundation right here. This is from Too Faced. It's the Peach Perfect foundation. God, I hope I don't get anything on my white shirt. I'm gonna put a little towel thing right there. Do you guys have any favorite fall movies you like to watch? I really, really love horror movies, although they do tend to make me a little anxious now. I grew up watching horror movies. I think the very first horror movie I ever saw was Don't Look Under the Bed, or that Boogeyman one, when I was young. I should not have watched it because it did totally freak me out with looking underneath my bed and thinking there was this world with the boogeyman under it. I also watched Silence of the Lambs. What's that one with the hill? Like Silent Hill, or I don't know, the one with like the morphed people and they're like living in caves. What is that movie called? This is how my Google searches happen. So this is what I Googled. Hill Halloween movie, people living in caves. I just watched The Babadook like a couple months ago. The Hills Have Eyes. That is the movie that I watched when I was probably 10 or 11 years old. When I first watched that movie, I was really scared of those people coming and like keeping me as prisoner in their little caves. I mean, it's just freaky. Like, I don't want to be taken captive by weird alien people. I don't know. If you guys are not horror movie fans, then you probably wouldn't know what I'm talking about. If you're not horror movie fans, then like, what is your favorite type of movie to watch during the fall months? Love Paranormal Activity. The demon movies and like the Exorcist movies really freak me out, so I try not to watch those anymore. I think my ultimate favorite one to watch is Hocus Pocus, because it just gets you in the mood for fall. I think I watched it 4 or 5 times last year. Now that I'm married, Chris is gonna have to watch it with me, which I'm sure he's pleased about. Oh, I just took the Tarte Shape Tape and put concealer under my eyes, and I'm gonna take the Kat Von D loose setting powder and set my face. That's a lot of powder. I feel like I've been doing videos lately where I'm just sharing with you like my favorite items or testing items out. I wanted to sit down and just like, I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in a while. This powder does make you very, very matte, so if you have oily skin, I think you would like this. Sometimes it can be a little too mattifying for me though. I'd say this is a more mattifying version of the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. I'm going to take this Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion in the shade 20M. I really like this bronzer, like the tone of it, and I also just like that it takes a little bit to build it up on my skin, so it's not going to be too harsh. Like if you're just starting out with bronzer, this would be a good one to try. This coffee is so lukewarm, and it's like I don't even want to drink it because it's so lukewarm. But look, Mrs. We have matching Mr. and Mrs. mugs that we got for our wedding, and it's like one of my favorite gifts that we received. I had to fix this. This always drives me crazy. I'm going to take the Benefit Rochateur blush. This adds just a little bit of glow to my skin. Some of my favorite activities during the fall season is going to like haunted mazes or haunted houses. I also have never picked out a pumpkin from a pumpkin patch, so I feel like I am lacking in that area. I think I've only carved a pumpkin once in my life, and it was really, really messy. I don't know, maybe we'll try it again this year. I just don't want it to get like mushy and like moldy too soon. How does one preserve a pumpkin for all of the fall season? Because it's like, it's not worth it to do more than one pumpkin. That's a lot of work, and I'm not up for that. So if I could just do one pumpkin and have it last the entire month of October, that would be great. I'm gonna take the Mary Luminizer from the Balm. I haven't used this highlight in so long, but it's so pretty. My hairdresser last year had a Halloween party that she was telling me about, and it was like Will Ferrell themed, and so everyone that she invited dressed up as a Will Ferrell character, and that got me really inspired to host some sort of Halloween party, or maybe just go to one. You know, someone else can host it, but like I can be there. Are you guys into Halloween? Do you like having people come up to your door and ask for candy? Do you normally stay home when people are trick-or-treating, or do you try and go do something on Halloween? This is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. I'm gonna set that down. What kind of candy do you give out in Halloween if you do celebrate it? I know that fall isn't all about Halloween. That's probably just my favorite part, is like the festivities and just the excitement around the holiday, and everyone just kind of gets into it, at least where I am. I'm gonna take this shade right here using the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette and going in with that one. And if you don't celebrate Halloween, or if you are not into like the more haunted festivities, that kind of stuff, then what do you do instead? Do you do anything or celebrate it in a particular way, or are you just more about like the Thanksgiving holidays and that kind of thing and spending time with family? I know that Chris is not super into Halloween. I have a feeling I'm gonna be way more pumped about Halloween than he is going to be. I wish that I could just dress up and go around and get candy like I could when I was younger. That was the life. You don't even realize that it's the life until you've grown out of that life and you can no longer acceptably go around and ask for candy. I did not do my eyebrows, so that's what I'm going to do. I have 15 minutes to get ready. I'm gonna take the Benefit Foolproof Brow Thingy, go in and do my eyebrows. If you do dress up on Halloween, I would love to hear what some of your favorite costumes you've worn are. When I was younger, I used to dress up and go like around the back of the house, and whenever people would come up for candy, I mean obviously not little people, but like teenagers that aren't supposed to be doing it but still are, and you can like, you know that they're 19 and you're just like, what are you doing with your life? I used to go around back and like dress up as this scary character and then run around with like a fake chainsaw. This doesn't sound very kid friendly now that I'm sharing it with you, but I promise it was like in good spirits. I would give him a hug if I freaked him out too much. And my stepdad would always open the door in his Halloween costume, which was like, he had a mask on and then it had like this glowing mouth or these glowing eyeballs, I think, and they were red. And so I think he made a little girl cry one time. I just grew up really loving like the horror haunted festivities around Halloween. My dad's super into it and like super into haunted stuff. I don't know, I feel like it just kind of translated to me. I have a lot of good memories going to haunted houses and that kind of thing with friends. I would go every year when I was growing up. I remember one of my friends that I went with, she went with me to the haunted house and it was all fine until one of the characters ran up and like scared her. And she just yelled back at him, "You can't touch me! It's illegal, I'll sue you!" In his face. And the guy didn't know what to do. He just like backed off. He's like, "I don't want to get sued." I mean, he did not touch her or anything, but she just freaked out, and that was the first thing that came out of her mouth. I almost died laughing. Don't tell these people, I mean, they're probably like teenagers. Don't tell them that you're gonna sue them if they touch you. Obviously, they know the rules of the haunted house. Like, don't touch the people. However, there are haunted houses that do touch you if you like consent to it. I've seen, we almost went to one of them that was like a glow in the dark haunted house, and you had a glow stick and you had to like find your way out of the haunted house before your glow stick ran out. And if it ran out and you had no light, that was it. You just had to like make friends and find a way out. That was a little like pushing it for me, and we didn't end up going. There are some around that they'll touch you, they'll like put snakes on you and stuff. I'm not about those haunted houses. Like, I'm about friendly, fun, you know, like medium scary haunted houses, but don't put snakes on me and don't touch me. Going in with this yellow shade, we're going for a very fall-esque look today. But yeah, I would go to multiple haunted houses every single year, and I always am the one in the middle. So the plan, this is my plan to stay safe in a haunted house, is to have like go with two people. So I have one person that's in front of me and I can shield from the initial scare like behind them, and then I can also not be followed, because I hate when they're like in your ear and stuff, like following you through the haunted house. So I have someone behind me. So here, like, I mean, my plan works out really well because I'm just kind of like contained in this little cocoon between two people that are willing to get scared / followed. A lot of times that's Chris and my stepdad. It also can be my mom. My mom's in the back and then my stepdad's in the front. So I'll just like hide and like look out when I can. I'm gonna take this shade right here. It's like that pretty orange. Put that in my crease. One time Chris and I went to a haunted house when we were still dating, and it was a circus themed haunted house. So they actually had like circus performers doing weird things while you waited in line for the haunted house. For example, some guy, I don't know like how this is legal, the crowd would pay him like $1 bill or $5 or whatever. And if you paid him $1 bill, he would let you staple gun this dollar bill like to his leg or to his arm or something. And it was a real like staple gun. What? The higher dollar amount that you gave, the like more sensitive place he would let you put it. So like underneath his arm or like on his butt or something. It was the weirdest haunted house I have ever been to. I didn't know how to process what was happening. I was like, I'm confused. I thought this was a haunted house, not like a circus. I also went to one time when I dressed up because I was a cheerleader growing up, and I just wore my cheer outfit and it had my name on my jacket that I was wearing. And so when we got into the line to like get ready to go into the haunted house, it was our turn. The guy who was letting us in screams like into the haunted house before we go, "Kate's coming, Kate's coming." And so everyone in the haunted house knew my name. I didn't understand what was happening. I was like, how do they know my name? And I didn't realize it was on my jacket that I had on. So I was really freaked out. And then the whole haunted house, they were just yelling like, "Kate, Kate, Kate," in my ear. And it was the weirdest thing. I also went to a haunted house one time that was themed, like the theme was ponytails. And I, at the time, had worn a ponytail. Every time I passed a character in the haunted house, he would scream, "Ponytail, ponytail," at me. And I had a ponytail and it was freaking me out. I didn't want them to cut off my ponytail. But the story was that this guy had like passed away and all was left was his ponytail. I think they were reaching a little bit. Like, how can you theme a haunted house out of a ponytail? Next, I'm gonna take this gold shimmer shade right here and put that on my lid, taking it all the way to where that end crease color is. I'm not covering up the outer V color. I would say that Halloween is one of my favorite holidays just because like my entire family has made such a big deal about it and just gotten into the festivities and the fun that I really, really enjoyed that growing up. So I want to keep that going with my little kiddos. Alright, I'm going to take this dark red shade right here and put that underneath my lower lash line. And I'm going to take that pencil brush, this one from the AOA Shop Missy thing. Start blending that or under my lower lash line. And then I'm going to take just a brown to kind of blend this out. I'm going to take this brown right there. Then I'm going to go in with a fluffier brush and take the yellow that we used in the crease. Blend this out. I'm going to add some mascara now. Also, I know that the new Jaclyn Hill like Vault collection launched with Morphe. Do you want me to buy those and review those for you? I am kind of on the fence. I have a feeling it's going to be kind of similar to her palette with them already. But if you guys want me to buy some of the palettes and do a review video for you, I can do that. So let me know down in the comments if you want me to buy those palettes and do a review video for you. Also, any other upcoming products that you want me to test out on my channel, I'd be happy to go buy them and do like a first impression or a wear test or even just a general review. If there's any makeup launches that you know of that you want me to talk about on my channel, I can do that. I really like talking about some of my favorite Halloween memories. If you guys like this type of video where I'm kind of sharing some of my favorite memories around the holiday, kind of getting to know me a little bit more, give this video a thumbs up so I know that you guys like this style of video. I'm gonna take a black. I need to sharpen this. I just completely bypassed having to find a sharpener because I found a black eyeliner that is retractable. Go ColourPop. This is the cream gel liner in the shade Swerve. This formula is a little drier than I would like it to be, but I do find that it lasts a good amount on my waterline throughout the day. Also, let me know if you want me to do more themed get readies with me, because I never know what to talk about on my get ready videos and I feel like I'm babbling, but this one had a purpose and I liked having it be more of a themed like discussion. I mean, it's not a discussion. You aren't talking back to me right now. I'm talking to a camera. I would love your feedback if you want me to do more themed get readies with me. I'm gonna put some of this mascara on my lower lash line. Also, I love when it's fall and it's cold outside and you can basically wear a sweatshirt everywhere. I do not live my life in tight, really revealing clothes. I live my life in blankets and sweatshirts and or sweaters and or scarves. Scarves is another plus that comes with the fall season. I love scarves. They're just like a portable blanket, especially the scarves that are blanket scarves and they unravel to be blanket sized. You can have a blanket at any part of your day and it's just wrapped around your neck. You fold it out and you have a blanket. That's like the perfect scenario for all situations. So this is the final look for this get ready with me. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!